Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everybody.
We are back with part 2 of our Spyro the Dragon Let's Play.
That's right.
Yeah. So, how's everybody been? We hope you have been well.
Yes, we do.
Yes. And we're having a good time so far.
That's true. We were... Apparently both of Kevin's kitties are now a bit more aware of what we're doing, and they're trying not to get us to stay.
Yeah.
Perhaps we spoiled them too much.
They just enjoy being where we are.
Yeah. They love our presence so much.
Yeah. And that's the thing about cats. Now, my cats are very affectionate. But I know some people's cats are not as affectionate. But most of the time, they will want to be in the same room as you. It's kind of like, they're kind of like introverts sometimes, you know? A dog will probably, want to constantly be interacting with you. Whereas a cat will kind of, at times, will really want to do its own thing, but will still want to be in the same room as you. And I say it's kind of a more introverted thing because as an introvert myself, sometimes just having the other person around, but not necessarily being expected to constantly socialize with them the entire time, is perfectly fine with me, if that makes any sense. It's the presence of the other person, more so than, having to spend every single minute doing something with them, which I feel like is a more extroverted thing, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
That was where me and... I think I could say her name. I probably said her name before because it's a common name. It's where I think Kayla and I, kind of butted heads. Or I think, I don't know for sure. I don't know what she considers herself, but I feel like she was at least more of an extrovert than I am. And something that, kind of hurt our relationship is she wanted to hang out constantly every weekend and, kind of always wanted to be doing the same thing, like all day. And she just had a lot, she was a lot higher energy than me, I felt like. And I just honestly kind of got exhausted around her. I loved hanging out with her. It wasn't anything against her. But sometimes I needed a break, and she took it very personally, and I was trying to explain to her that it, wasn't anything against her. It was just me. If I spend too much time out and about being social, I get exhausted. Socialization is an exhausting thing for me because I'm more introverted. I need a lot of alone time. And I feel like extroverts, they get a lot of their energy being with other people. That's how they recharge. That's at least how it was explained to me. That that a lot of extroverts get their energy from the social interactions and being in groups, and I get all my energy for being in groups when I'm alone. My alone time is my recovery. My recovery time. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, and my crabs. Oh no. I feel like sometimes that was when I had issues with my parents. That was why too. Sometimes they didn't give me enough space.
That's not good.
Yeah, but it happened. So anyway, yeah, I feel like cats are, more like introverts. And people should not expect cats to be exactly like dogs.
Yeah, that's asking for trouble.
I mean, there are some cats that might, be, more affectionate and need more constant socialization. Every cat is different. I think a lot of people stereotype cats as, not caring about their owners and being aloof.
That's a common stereotype.
And, always wanting to be alone and, oh, you're just the person who gives me food and cleans my litter box. Whereas there might be some cats like that, but usually they're somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's how I look at it.
Your cats are adorable, though.
Yeah. I agree. I feel so fortunate to have met them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're fortunate to be their father.
Yeah, and I remember and I of course am happy that I started opening up more too since I got them.
Oh yeah. She's beautiful.
Yes. But yeah, I remember when we went to the Humane Society. I think I've told you this, but I don't know if I've told our viewers yet.
Right.
But we were gonna visit the Humane Society, and my mom's like, "Are you sure you're gonna be okay visiting without adopting anybody, or are you gonna feel bad?" And I'm like, "I'm fine. Unless they have black cats there. Black cats are my weakness, but otherwise, I'll be fine." We go in, sure enough, there are 2 beautiful black cats there.
Yes.
And I'm like, well.
Your weakness.
Yep.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Yes. And they just, the moment we came over to them, they were just so, happy. I mean, we decided we wanted to see them. They have a room where, if you're thinking you might be interested in adopting a cat, they'll take you to that room and let you socialize with the cats. So we did that for Gus and Gabe. And, at the time, they were pretty much the same size. And they looked almost exactly the same. So I remember, well, they had like these little colored covers on their claws. And they go, that's how we tell them apart. We did the color pattern a little different. But they still had to like check their chip to know which one was which. But yeah, very friendly, you know, they were.
Yes, they were.
Playful and receptive to being held. And I was thinking about it, but then I had a bad experience with trying to get Ayu and her brother Max, who was still with us at the time, their vaccinations, and it initially gave me cold feet, and I was worried that I shouldn't bring 2 more cats into the situation, but I did later feel bad about not doing that, so my mom decided to take us to the Humane Society, and we took them home.
That story is so beautiful, bud.
Yeah. And, yeah, it was a little rough initially for Max and Ayu adjusting, but, you know, there was another factor, unfortunately, with Max that we didn't realize at the time.
Right.
Yeah, he ended up being diabetic.
Yeah.
And
that was a nasty surprise.
yeah, and unfortunately, he might have had some other stuff going on that we didn't really know much about. So I unfortunately did lose him summer of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not fun, especially during what was already a pretty dark time.
Yeah, COVID times.
Yeah, the vet told me, you know, and this is how sad it was, that the vet usually comforts the person when they lose the pet. But because it was, you know, it was our first year of COVID. Am I allowed to even say it? It was our first year of the pandemic.
Right. Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah, well, we'll find out later if we weren't allowed to say it. But yeah, so, and it was actually only 3 months into it, so, she couldn't comfort me. And I am sure that, you know, if that had happened right now, she probably would have been more comfortable comforting me. Because even though we're still in an iffy spot, we are still a lot more prepared. So, but anyway, sorry to get all depressing.
Yeah.
But, just wanted to let you guys know. But yeah, they initially weren't getting along, and, you know, we had to take him to the vet a few times, and, I remember Gabe would always hiss at him when we first brought him back from the vet. Titan.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Yeah, but Gabe has the most adorable little hiss. He kind of he would like get all spitty, like he would kind of spit in this too. Yeah. 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 Just little cute little thing.
That sounds freaking adorable.
Now, Gus is a very kind individual, but when he hisses, it's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
Because he and Gabe are no longer the same size. Gabe kind of stayed relatively small, even though he's full grown. And Gus is longer and weighs more. He's a little on the chubby side, but he's also longer than his brother. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. So. But yeah, another way that I could tell them apart before is that Gus has a little tuft of white fur on his chest. It kind of reminds me of like where Shadow the Hedgehog has the white fur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And their meows sound different too.
Yes.
Gabe is a little more of a almost squeaky meow.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes pathetic sounding.
Pathetic, yeah. When they want food, he has the most pathetic sounding meow. Meow. And sometimes he literally does squeak. Like, if you move him when he doesn't want to be moved, or, you know, he's being naughty and you catch him, he'll make a little squeak. Yeah. But Gus's meow is more of a... I don't know how to describe it. Meow. Well, yeah, I guess more of what you expect from a meow. So yeah, we've been going from world to world.
Yeah.
We're doing fairly well so far, I think.
Yeah. After 2 episodes, we completed the first world.
Yeah.
The final world in World 1 was a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, this one... I feel like this game's a little more cartoony than Crash, even. In some respects.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's close to dinner time, so we're a little tired.
Sorry everyone,
In fact, we are gonna eat right after this episode.
Yes, some cooked trout and rice.
Yeah.
Some jasmine rice.
Yes, jasmine rice. Brown rice, because we're trying to be a little bit healthier.
That's true.
Yes, I may have a lot of carbs, but I try to do whole grain when I can.
Oh yeah. Occasionally we do white, but white is more of a for fun luxury than our daily eating.
Yeah, or when I eat with my mom, because she's not as into the whole grain.
That's true.
Yeah.
She isn't into brown rice or whole grain rice.
And I get it. It's heavier. It's hardier. It's not light like the white rice is.
Is that why they like the white rice in Japan?
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's better for when you're on the move. Doesn't take as long to digest, but in terms of like nutritional value, the whole grain rice is better.
Yeah.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Important tips. I like how much assistance the dragons give you.
Yeah, it's very nice. I had no idea that this guy did the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
The
Yo Quiero Taco Bell guy.
Ah.
Same voice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He has good range.
Yeah, apparently he also was in Reno 911.
He was in Reno 911.
Apparently, according to the article I read. And the he apparently did that stuff too. I don't know that he's currently doing anything. And I don't know why he didn't reprise his role in the second game.
Me neither.
I'd have to look to see if anybody actually said the reason or not. Sometimes they can say, sometimes they can't.
Mm-hmm.
What I need to do is I need to get some good animation jobs under my belt and then get myself an agent so I can get bigger. That's where the big jobs tend to come from.
That's true.
Self-marketing is a pain.
I imagine it is.
I'm trying, and I think I'm getting a little better at it, but being an introvert, selling myself is not exactly something I'm fond of. But it's going to work out. It's going to be really good soon. I think I'm on the right track. I have high hopes, in the voice coach that I'm training with.
True. I do think that that's a step in the right direction, is connecting with people who know the game.
Yeah, because the advice I got from a casting director...
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Wow. Thanks, Enzo.
Yeah, thanks, Enzo. She told me, get a voice coach who's currently working in the industry.
And who better than someone who influenced our childhoods?
Yeah. And I was so surprised, I assumed in real life he would have a much deeper voice and that he just, was able to have the range to do the higher voices. I didn't expect him to actually have a higher pitched voice. Or, just a higher tone voice. And I think that's really cool because that's where I am too. I have a voice that's a bit higher. So that gives me a little bit of confidence because... because doing a lot of these auditions, I felt like, they're gonna want a man, like a deep voice, rugged man, like the
A little giant.
Yeah, or like the guy that sells the Dodge Rams.
Dodge Rams.
Like the gritty voice with a little bit of a western, like a
Dodge Ram.
Yeah, like that.
Brought to you by Dodge.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of was like, I still audition for stuff. If I feel there's any chance, I'll audition for it still. But I kind of was like, what if they want, really deep voice? But I think this is something all of us voice actors go through. I think even the veterans, nervous. That's at least what people keep telling me, so.
And they're right.
I mean, like my mom was talking about how much it shocked her to know that Whitney Houston had no confidence Or she...
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind. There.
Not that she had no confidence, but like she was always felt like she didn't do the best job. And I'm like, because my mom said, because she has such a wonderful voice. But that's the thing, though. Even the most talented people have nerves, you know. Did you save?
I
think that's the first time I saw you not save.
thought I did,
Oh, did you?
but I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Maybe you did. Maybe I hallucinated you not saving.
Yeah, like I hallucinated that na.
No, I think he does do that to save.
He does.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Ah.
So where's this whirlwind that...
We're seeing mirages because we're in the desert.
Yeah. Could we eat that lasagna? No, Garfield, it's a mirage. That's a reference to a famous episode.
Yeah. I was mixed about the Garfield cartoon.
Huh.
I liked the Garfield segments, but they had those other characters that I
Farmtown USA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated those. So you're in good company there.
Cool. We got him.
Yay!
Yay. That, and I meant to mention in a different video where we were talking about the Addams Family.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of the 90s cartoon.
There was a 90s cartoon, wasn't there?
Yeah, and I am definitely not a fan of the art style of the modern animated movies.
Yeah, looks too much like every other 3D animated movie and television show I've seen.
I was like, no, they made them ugly.
And by ugly, I mean conformed to how everything else looks, even if it looks like the comic books.
Yeah, because I'll be real with you. I am sure that a lot of my interest in goths is from Gomez and Morticia Addams.
I could see that.
And a little bit from Wednesday, but
I see.
maybe just the 90s movies versions of Wednesday.
Yeah, the one who had Edge.
Yeah, the badass one.
Yeah, that's one of the differences I saw with is the depiction of Wednesday is different in almost every version of...
Yeah, they somewhere like, oh, we're gonna make her a happy, friendly girl. And others are like, no, she has to be weird and not friendly.
Yes, so we range from friendly, orderly to childish and friendly to edgy and strong, arguably.
Yeah.
Because I thought, watching it especially as a teenager, I thought that she really nailed it in values. Especially...
Oh my god, yeah.
especially the...
thing everyone talks about.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yes!
Where the teachers were losing it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And... yeah. That was some... brilliant stuff for if you...
It's true.
Yes, it is very true, and wow.
No lie.
No lie at all.
If you haven't seen either of the Addams Family 90s movies, go see them.
Yes.
I want to, in fact, figure out now how to see the third one. since I can't really remember that one. In fact, I might look into that tonight. We don't have to actually watch it. I'll just look into how to watch it. But anyway, guys, we are actually finished.
Yeah.
The episode is over.
Yes, so we'll just...
So we'll go back, and we will see you in the next part.
Yeah. Amazing, ain't it?
Alright, see ya.